not from around here, am I?
Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to be setting up the 6-foot animated Marie Meddling Maid. Now this is new for 2023 from Home Depot, and I've got the Dean the Deathologist animated character from last year, and this should be a really good fit. And so anyways, we're just going to get right into it. I'm going to unbox it and we'll just go through the setup of it. Now I'm expecting this should be a fairly simple prop to set up. Dean the Deathologist was nothing really unique or difficult. But it's always good to just take a look at the instructions, watch a video, and get it done because it should be pretty cool. It's packed pretty tight. There's really not a whole lot to this prop. It's about 18, 19 pounds, I believe, but it should be fairly simple to get set up. So let's go ahead and get everything out of the box here. So we've got the feather duster in its own package. Got some costumes, a collar here. Looks like we got the dress. Some of the framing. We've got Marie's head. So similar to Dean the Deathologist, there's a little separate neck piece that goes over the framing. We'll get to that in a minute. So we've got her feet with the red high heel shoes. 2 of those. That's always good. Box here, we kind of got the main frame. Now I believe this is fairly similar to Dean the Deathologist, the way that it's set up. So I do get a rib cage here, but that's really about it. Just the framing pieces, the control box, the main animatronic motor is also on this piece. All right, and then inside we get 2 arms. They've got little foam pieces on there just to give it some structure. The other arm, which is holding the bottle. A couple of leg pieces. Get the AC adapter, instruction manual, and then down in the bottom of the box is just the base of the frame. That piece, we'll set that down here, and we're going to take a look at the instruction book. All right, and it gives you a list of all the components. We just want to make sure we go through there and make sure we got everything, because if you don't have everything, pack it up and take it back. All right, so step 1 is to take the base, and you're going to face it kind of forward. It's got a couple of little braces here, and it looks like forward is facing towards you. So I always kind of like to start and just face it towards me, or make sure you know which orientation it is. But I'm going to go ahead and place the frame down. That's part A, and I've got, again, the 2 little braces facing towards me. Now step 1 is to take 2 of the B posts and attach those. And there's 4 of those total. They're all labeled B, so it doesn't matter which ones are which. And it's just got a little hole in the post. Slide it over. If you've built any Home Depot props, or really any Halloween props, you'll be familiar with this construction. There's just a little post here, a little pin that you're going to push in. And then the post will sit over, and we are ready to go on that. Step 2 is to place the feet. Now it looks like D is on the left and C is on the right. So we'll open that up. Now these little posts that are sticking out here are for these little notches that are in the foot. Again, this is similar to the way Dean is constructed, but you're just going to place that over the post, fit it in the top, over the top, and then you're going to put it down, and you're going to place the foot over the bracing bar here into that notch into the foot. Very easy to do. We'll go ahead and do the left foot as it's facing me. Looks like the buckle will be on the outer side. And just place that over. And make sure it's in the notch. So we are good to go. We got the 2 feet placed. And then the next step is to place the remaining 2 bars, B over the top here. So again, just the same thing. All right, easy enough. So the next step is to place the leg pieces on, and F is going to go on the left and E is going to go on the right. And again, that's as it's facing you. On the foot, there is a shape on the piece here, so it kind of helps you orient it in the right position. So that's going to go over like that. That's going to go out. And again, the leg piece will only fit on kind of one way. It's kind of a keyed piece at the bottom there. Just make sure you get the right one on the right side. So F is on the left as I'm facing it, and E will be on the right as I'm facing the character. All right. All right, so there are the legs. The next step has you placing the dress and just kind of drooping it down over here. So we'll open the dress up. This is just the main costume of the character. And get that unfurled. You could probably iron this out or do some stuff with it, but it's a dead maid, so who cares? Keep the leg in there. So it just has you putting the dress on and just kind of drooping it down over the legs just like that, and at some point later we'll pull it back over the top. Now there is a cable here, be aware of that. You will need that. That's for the infrared sensor on the character. All right, so the next step is to place the main piece of the body on the two legs, and we're just going to set it here. The little pins are kind of angled so that it really only goes one way. Just make sure those lock into place and then you are good to go. The next step is to place the head and the neck. And what you will need to do is to run the cables up through the neck piece first. So they're going to go down on that. So it looks like the big hole will go to the top, the small hole will go to the bottom. Basically run your cables down through. If you set this down somewhere, it'll be easier to do, but I'm trying to make a video. I don't have that luxury, but I'm gonna have to set it down. All right, anyways, once you've got that through there, basically you can then kind of push it over the side here. Basically, you're just gonna slide this whole neck piece over and then just click in the head here. It's not hard. It's like all these things are kind of cheap. Just gotta fidget with it a minute until you get it on there. Okay, anyways, once the neck piece is in there and you've got it clipped into the post, the neck piece really is just kind of a rubber cover. So from that point, you're just gonna wanna clip in the connectors, a little 2-pin connector here for the signal, and then there is a power cable for the head piece, and it's just color coded. It's the red connector. Just match that up, make sure they're kind of tucked out of the way from the controller. The next step is to bring the costume up over the shoulders, and there is some Velcro in the back here that you can open up this opening, and we're just going to drape it up over the assembly. I'm gonna unplug that just for a second so I can get this up here, and then I'll reach in there and plug it in. Just wanna make sure everything's tucked in. Just take your time with it. All right, and then I'm just gonna reach up through here, grab this cable, kind of pull it down, and pull it through and connect it. Doesn't need to be anything real super fancy. This is just for the IR sensor. All right, now that that's connected, we got this draped over this. All right, so the next step is to attach her left arm, and this is going to be the K piece. Now you're just gonna have to feed it up through the sleeve. Feed it up through the sleeve, and then it just connects into 2 pins up here at the top. It's easy to connect. Getting it up through the sleeve just takes a little bit of work, I think. And do not remove the foam pieces. That is, in fact, it's probably gonna be easier to push this down through from the top here. Maybe. Let's undo this again so we have full access to it. Just like putting on your own shirt. Just put it in through up top here. Just kind of slide that over the... I don't know if there's enough. That's going to be a problem. Yeah, there should be enough. It's kind of a little bungee cord here at the end. I think I can get the hand through there. Maybe. You could go up the other way. It's all about. All right, not a big deal either way you go. I've got her hand through there, and then we'll clip it in. Okay, once that's on there, just kind of, you just want to finish, well, you didn't even do it before, just kind of finish feeding the dress up over her arm. Get her arm down in there nice and good. It's like everything else Halloween, you kind of got to mess with it, and once you get it there, you just got to kind of work it until it looks good. Alright, that should be good for now for starters, just to get that going. And next is going to be the right arm with the bottle. The label on here is not affixed very well. It's got some damage to it, and it's kind of a cheap looking bottle. I don't recall the one from Dean the Deathologist looking quite as poor, but that's all right. Now this one, you're not gonna have a choice. You're gonna have to come up through the bottom here, because the bottle is not removable. It's just part of the hand mold. It kind of shows having to go up through the arm like this. It's just kind of a pain to get it started. Just take your time with it. It helps to just put it up into your chest and just kind of work it. And once it's kind of up here at the end, just attach it just the same as the other one. This one's going to go up. Again, it just got 2 little holes that you clip the arm into. You just gotta kind of get it in there and then work the dress kind of naturally around it a little bit. All right, we'll work that in just a second. And here it's just a matter of kind of getting it twisted just kind of right. We'll look at it from the front in a minute. All right, the final step is, if you have not done so already, you just want to put all the connections in. So you could save that for the last step, but you've got the head signal, the head power, the main control signal in here, and the IR sensor. All right, so once that is done, you just kind of want to then go ahead and Velcro up the back. It's just got a couple of pieces. Just gonna keep it looking decent enough. All right, so the next thing it has is to put the feather duster on, which would actually work if you wanted it to. The final piece is just her headband, and it just is a headband. Just kind of clips on. Just want to kind of work it around there until she looks good. It's on there good enough, but looks like it'll pull off easy enough if you're not careful. I'll pull the little sticker off of her. Then you will want to make sure the infrared sensor is pushed through the little hole here. It's got a little Velcro piece in the back, and then we can go ahead and just kind of go around and make sure everything looks its best. And I think a lot of that's just going to be getting the sleeves to kind of lay right. It doesn't matter all that much really. And all the stickers are right on the front here, so I'm just going to peel these all off. It's a simple enough prop, you don't really need to leave those there. It'll be obvious in future years what goes where. And then there's a little sticker here, sensor here. Peel that off because nobody cares about that crap. And then really just as far as the internals here, it's just kind of left exposed a little bit. All right, so the final step is to plug in the AC adapter, and we'll see what it does.
Welcome to the actor line. Would you care to dine with us this evening? I recommend the ribs while you can still stomach it. Or, if you prefer, I can get you a glass of wine or a whole bottle. We have plenty of it. Wine runs right through most of us, and soon it will for you too. I'm trapped here for eternity, and I hate it here. I've been worked clear to the bone. Why, you can nearly see right through me. It's the spirit of Halloween at work, I suppose. I hear there's a splendid bartender in this establishment. Tell him I sent you. I recommend the Bloody Mary. It's extra bloody. I'm trapped here for eternity, and I hate it here. I've been worked clear to the bone. Why, you can nearly see right through me. It's the spirit of Halloween at work, I suppose. There once was a skeleton maid who made all the children afraid. She always cleaned right around Halloween, even though she already decayed. Welcome to the actor line. Would you care to dine with us this evening? I recommend the ribs while you can still stomach it. Or, if you'd prefer, I can get you a glass of wine or a whole bottle. We have plenty of it. Wine runs right through most of us, and soon it will for you too. Welcome to the actor line. Would you care to dine with us this evening? I recommend the ribs while you can still stomach it. If you'd prefer, I can get you a glass of wine or a whole bottle. We have plenty of it. Wine runs right through most of us, and soon it will for you too. I'm taught here for eternity, and I like it here. I can work clear to the bone. Why, you can nearly see right through me.
Your mind's no good.
It's the spirit of
Orders
Halloween
from the
at work,
house.
I suppose.
Now, drink up. It appears that the night's just begun. Hello, good evening. What may I get you tonight? I've been told I'm the best bartender from Timbuktu to
in this establishment.
Please, step up to the bar and I'll serve you what is likely to be the best beverage you've ever had.
Extra bloody.
And you're last. Bar and I'll serve you what is likely to be the best beverage you've ever had.
Extra bloody.
And you're last. So what will it be? Bloody Mary? Witch's brew? Oh, no, nothing.
I'm taught here for eternity, and I like it here.
Orders from the house.
Clear to the bone.
Now, drink up.
Why, you can
It
nearly
appears that
see
the
right
night's
through
just
me.
begun.
It's the spirit of Halloween at work, I suppose.
I hope you don't mind my crying, but you're not from around here, are you?